Hey folks, Will Owen here with JetBoatPilot.com. Today we're going to show you a video that will help you to accurately measure the height of a 212X. This boat specifically is a 2014 212X, but this is going to cover all 2012 and 2013 models as well. So what we see in this shot, we have a 2014 212X. We're up on top here now measuring the height of the tow point, top of the tower, up against our gauge. Our gauge, you'll see we've got a rod here, and we have a level, just to make sure we've got the rod in the proper location. And if we look at our measurement gauge here, this is 11 feet from the ground. This is 10 feet from the ground, if you can see it, and we've got hash marks every few inches. So I take this and measure level right underneath the bottom side here. We have 10 feet 6 inches, 7, 8, and then almost 9. So we'll call it 7.5. 10 feet 7.5 inches from the ground to the top of the tallest point of a 212X with the tower in the up position. So this way you definitively know that you can put this boat inside of a garage that's less than 11 feet tall. So in this shot, we're still on the 2014 212X, and now we've moved from the top of the tower. Now we're down to the pivot point. On a 212X, you've got a pivoting tower. So the tower can be lowered to a lower point to get into tighter spaces. So we now have our rod set up at that pivot point at the very top. So I've got my level now set up so we can determine that the rod is level. Over to our mark on the measurement tool here. If you'll follow with the camera real quick here, I'll show you. This is the 8-foot mark. We want to look at the bottom edge of our rail to give us the top of this tower. And that puts us at 7.6, 7.7, about 7.5 if we're at standard level. Basically that tongue jack is about level right now. So if you've got a 7-foot, 7.5 inch opening, you can get this boat inside with the tower in the down position. If it's anything taller than that, you're probably going to need to look for a larger opening. Stick with us. The next video we're going to show you, we're going to be doing the tongue jack in the down position all the way at the lowest position, and then we'll do one follow-on video beyond that with the tongue jack or with the tongue all the way on the ground. Stick with us. Okay, so in this shot, what we see now is we have the tongue jack lowered all the way to the lowest position. So this is going to be the very lowest that you can see the boat going into a garage without completely just lowering the tongue jack all the way in the up position. We're going to show you both of these measurements. So if you follow the camera real quick here, we're going to walk over here and look at our measurement. We have the rod still in place at the pivot point. So we've got in this situation, you'd have a lowered tower. And that rod moving across to our measurement here, we've got the bottom of the rod is what we want to look at. And that puts us right at 7 feet 6 inches. So if the trailer is still on the tongue jack, at the lowest point, you could theoretically get this boat into a 7-foot 6 inch opening if you have a limited space. Stick with us, we got one more shot we want to show you in case you have your trailer jack or your tongue jack all the way completely up in the up position and using a caster wheel, so stick with us. All right, so what we see in this shot now, we have the tongue jack completely collapsed. We've got the tongue basically sitting on the ground, and the reason we did this is many customers have told us that they use a little caster wheel. They'll put the tongue all the way in the down position. This is if you've got a really, really tight space and you got no options and you got to get this boat inside of a garage. So I'll show you real quick here how much room we've saved by going from tongue jack down to tongue all the way on the ground. Follow with the camera real quick here. We've still got our same system here. Our rod is across and we've got level. You noticed just a minute ago we had about 7 feet 6 inches with it in the lowest position. Now we're sitting at about 7 feet 5 inches. So we saved about an inch by lowering that jack all the way in the down position. So the tongue is now sitting on the ground. You have to have some kind of caster wheel and somebody to help you push the boat into the spot. Hopefully this information has been helpful to you. We appreciate you watching it as always. If you have any need for any further information about Yamaha boats in general, contact us at JetBoatPilot.com. From our Contact Us page, you can find phone numbers or email addresses. Thanks again for watching this video. Have a great day.